Okay, so it's 211, 212, 213, yeah? Okay. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, so 211, which is Spitfire, they've set off now from the start of the virtual Runcorn spring head. They've set off with a split rate of 141 and a stroke rate of 27. Spitfire crew, or the second Spitfire B, have now set off. And they are pulling splits of 135 with a stroke rate of 29. So both the first two crews are now going down towards the Black Hut, and they are powering down to the first corner of the course, which is a pretty sharp right hand corner. It does catch many people out as this corner, especially myself. It was actually renamed after me in honour, after I allegedly capsized the quad here. I don't believe it. I think everyone jumped out. So that's all the crews now set off from the start, with Lancaster just setting off. So let's have a look at the split time. So Spitfire 1A is pulling 142, Spitfire B is pulling 140.41, and Lancaster is pulling 142. There's a slightly higher stroke rate on Spitfire B, they're pulling 27. Spitfire A are pulling 25. And Lancaster are pulling 28.29. So Spitfire A is on the waterfall straight, just coming up to the waterfall on the left hand side. Lancaster are on the Black Hut straight. So it's a nice sweeping right hand bend this, but it's very deceptive. If you're not careful and you don't get a good line on this, you can end up in the trees on the opposite side. So it's a nice steady rate from all the crews here. The Spitfire crew 211 are just coming up to the 1400 metre mark. So remember that all the crews are spaced out 30-second intervals. This is a head race, 3,500 metres long. So they're all settling down. The gas main straight, it's got a slight curve on it, quite deceptive. You can't just follow the bank as you're racing down. You've got to keep an eye on it, just slightly curving to the left hand side. But you can get 2-3 boats down here, two definitely, side by side. And then we get down to the next bend, which is quite a sharp right hand bend. Again, Runcorn course is absolutely fantastic for racing on, because we've got quite a couple of technical corners at the start of the race where you've really got to concentrate on your steering. It then opens up into two nice long straights where you can really get the power into the boat, and if you need to, or obviously as you want to, overtake people, this is the time to do it. The Spitfire Masters B is just coming onto the second split straight. This is dead straight now, so you can really concentrate on powering the boat, and you can get 3 side by side down this stretch of the river, no problem at all. Very good point for watching the races from the riverbank at this point. So the Spitfire Masters C has just come round the corner off the gas main. So the Spitfire's Masters B crew is just coming up to the 2,000 metre mark, and Lancaster have just passed the 1,500 metre mark. They're just coming to the end of the gas main. The map view again. So Lancaster's just gone past the second split. All crews are fully intact. We haven't had any ejections as yet, which is great. So we've still got doubles running. There's no one swimming in the water. So Spitfire Crew 211, they're pulling at the moment split times of 140. Spitfire Masters C, they're pulling split times of 142. Pretty similar stroke rates, 27-28 between them. Lancaster, they're pulling 150 split times, and their stroke rate is 28-29. So the Spitfire Masters B are just coming up to the first split, being told by the umpires to stay to the right hand side of the course, away from the split and going over the weir, as is the second, the Masters C Spitfire crew. So the Lancaster are coming up to the 2,700 metre mark. Both the first two Spitfire crews have successfully navigated the first split, and on thinking now about the finishing line. So Masters B, they're at 3,200 metres. Their splits have come down to 1:38.39. They can see the ends. They've just got a little bit of a left-hand bend followed by a flowing right-hand bend, but they'll be able to see the finishing line now. So Spitfire Masters B coming up to the finishing line. They're at 3,400 metres, emptying the tanks at this point. Split times down to 1:35.36. Spitfire Masters C, they're at the 3,300 metre mark. Split times 1:40. Lancaster, they're coming up to 3,000 metres, 1.5 on the split time. So Spitfire Masters B, they've just finished. Spitfire Masters C, they are just coming round to the finish. They can see the finishing flags. Pulling 1:37, bringing it down 1:36. They've got a stroke rate of 30. They really can feel that finishing line getting closer and closer. They're nearly there. And that's the Spitfire Masters C finished. So Lancaster powering to the finish themselves now. They've got splits of 1:48 and they're pulling stroke rates of 30.